system that we used to analyze every mock within a group, and we used to discuss our doubts with our peers itself. So that personally helped me a lot, because that really cleared my way of thinking, and that improved my critical reasoning a lot. And also the weekly tests that we get, and you used to take quizzes towards the end for GK. So that really keeps you on your toes, and that pushes you to work hard. You don't have any other option. So that is really helpful. So the number of hours that you're putting in, you need to ensure that you're putting those hours in the right direction, but you need to put in those hours. You need to do that hard work. There's no substitute to that. So everyone is going to a top in National University, at Tier 1 National University, so everyone is doing great. And I got to know about your class through my father. He was aware about the coaching institute, so he asked me to get enrolled.
Okay, hi Nupur, many congratulations. So finally, after so much of hard work, NUJS Kolkata it is. Well, that's a dream college for almost everybody who's preparing for CLAT and AILET. So how does it feel?
So it is amazing, because when you work hard and when you get rewards for that, that obviously feels very satisfying and nice. And also I know that NUJS Kolkata has a very good sports culture, so I'm also very excited to be there, and I feel that yes, that's the college to me. So it feels really nice.
Okay, that's great, Nupur. So Nupur, if you can just tell something about yourself so that people can relate to further.
So I'm Nupur, and I'm from Noida. I have completed my class 12 from derives Noida, from science stream, TCM stream, and I'm also a dropper, and I'll be joining NUJS Kolkata this year.
Okay, that's great. So Nupur, you're doing so well on the exams and everything, of course. So, but I would like to understand why exactly law. When exactly did it start in your mind that you want to be a lawyer?
So basically in class 11 I went with PCM because everyone was choosing PCM.
That's why my question was, because you had PCM, so why law after that?
So, but I wasn't sure when I chose science that I want to do engineering or in which field do I want to go to. So in 12th when I finally started to understand myself and analyze that which skills am I good in. So research and debating were two things that I'm really interested in, and that is one reason that I went into law. And also I feel that law is a career, as a career has many diverse options. So even after you get a law degree, you can go into criminal law, corporate law, you can go into UPSC, you can go into mentorship services. So because of this reason I chose law as a career, because I feel that even now I have many options with me even when I get the degree. So that was also a reason.
Okay, that's great, because that would be something, people who are doing science in 12th, we generally think, engineering and medical are the only choices, but that's a great move. So my next question would be from you, that considering you are from the science background, so how did the preparation of such a humanities-centric paper treat you? Was it very challenging, or for a science student was it very easy to go ahead?
So basically I'm a dropper, so in my first attempt, which was in June 2022, that was very challenging at that time, because to manage CLAT exam and AILET exam with TCM stream is no joke, it is really difficult. But so even then I got a nice rank, but I wanted a better college, that's why I took a drop again. And even the drop year was also challenging, but comparatively it was easier, but you have to work hard. There is no substitute to that. Some people say that you have to work smart and not hard, but I feel you have to work hard and smart. You need to do both the things. So it is challenging.
It is very true. You need to work smart and hard.
Yeah, so the number of hours that you're putting in, you need to ensure that you're putting those hours in the right direction, but you need to put in those hours. You need to do that hard work. There's no substitute to that.
Yeah, because working smartly will only fetch you till up to the X rank, right?
Yes.
Above that, you have to work hard as well, right? Okay, that's great and very enlightening. So, tell me something. Did you adopt the same way for mode of preparation for both CLAT and AILET, or was it different for this?
So basically there are some things which help you in both CLAT and AILET. For example, GK. So in GK the one-liners are specifically for AILET, but they do help you in CLAT as well. But then there are some different things as well. So for example, for AILET I did analytical reasoning. In the last 1 month I covered all the topics of analytical reasoning. I also practiced statement assumptions, statement conclusion questions for CR, and you need to do principal fact questions for legal reasoning. For English, I did a specific book for vocabulary, specifically for AILET. So these are the kind of things which you need to do specifically for AILET as well. So there is a difference in the strategy for both CLAT and AILET.
Okay, that's great. Of course, you are doing very well at Center. So what do you think you have done extra than what others didn't do? Anything which you would like to tell me?
Yes. So basically, first of all, I feel that I analyze my mocks very thoroughly. I used to spend 7 to 8 hours analyzing a single mock. So I haven't really heard people spending so much time analyzing a single mock. So that was one thing. And also, I feel that when I was towards the end, I was giving the mocks, but also, so if there is any mock that I had missed and I could not give, so then I used to specifically look for passages which are difficult and solve those passages instead of solving the whole mock. So in that way, I used to save my time and I was able to do the best possible questions that were available with me. So that was also really helpful for me, I felt. And I also feel that mocks, the way you perform in mocks is important, but at one point you need to let go of your marks and mocks and not stick to that, and that is something which I was great at. I did not care what I'm scoring in mocks, and that also helped me to remain confident during the paper. So yeah, that is it.
Okay, that's very enlightening. Nupur, like any stone unturned, do you think when you look back, you repent that I should have done this more to get a better rank or something?
So there's one thing that when I was basically giving the mocks on OMR, so even if I used to mark an option wrong in the OMR, I used to put a cross on it and correct it. And when I used to calculate my marks, I used to consider that as a +1 instead of a -0.25. And that actually was a drawback for me in the AILET exam. So I ended up marking 5 questions wrong in my OMR, and I feel that if I would not have done that, I would have gotten into Delhi. So that is a regret that I do have. So basically, when you're practicing your mocks, you should remain true to yourself, and even if you're marking wrong on the OMR, you need to correct. You should not consider those as your marks in mocks, because obviously you won't be able to correct that in the original paper. Once you mark it, it's done. So you need to ensure that you remain true to yourself when you're giving the mocks.
That's very true. Now, my next question would be, how was your experience at Nishant Prakash?
So it was really nice. Like, I feel that the mentorship that we get, the level of competition that we get, that is just unmatchable. And also, like, we had a system that we used to analyze every mock within a group, and we used to discuss our doubts with our peers itself. So that personally helped me a lot, because that really cleared my way of thinking, and that improved my critical reasoning a lot. And also the weekly tests that we get, and you used to take quizzes towards the end of a GK. So that really keeps you on your toes, and that pushes you to work hard. You don't have any other option. So that is really helpful.
Kind words. How did you get to know about us? And as you have mentioned that it's very competitive at Center. So what happened to the other kids?
So everyone is going to a top in National University, at Tier 1 National University, so everyone is doing great. And I got to know about your class through my father. He was aware about the coaching institute, so he asked me to get into it.
That's great. Now, any suggestions for people who are writing CLAT?
Yes, sir. So basically, firstly, I would like to tell everyone that people focus a lot on GK, because that is such a heavy section, and some people tend to spend 80 to 90% of their time on GK, which I think is not advisable. Obviously, you need to spend a lot of time on GK, but at the same time, you need to focus on other sections as well, because there are 4 more sections and even they have an equal weightage. So that's number 1, and number 2, you need to be consistent and confident. If you will not believe in yourself, you cannot crack this paper. Personally, I feel that if you do believe in yourself, then you can do anything, and you can actually get a top interview even if you're not doing good in the mocks. So you need to believe in yourself. That is really important.
Thank you so much. We wish you all the best for your 5 years.
Thank you, sir.